am on a whole nother level. Girl, he only fucked you over cause you let him. Girl, I guess he didn't know any better. Girl, that man didn't show any ever. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that holds me together. Lately you say he been killing the vibe.
The president of this country that will take us to the next level. We're here.
That's it. Thank you.
Real recognizes real. Please, can you take a picture of this handshake, please? I need it. Because Azo Rock is calling me.
Can you do the handshake again?
Yeah, absolutely. What happened to our own camera person there too?
I don't know that.
We'll wait for you to get ready. We are not in a rush. She's doing her own job too. Abba? Oh, you're videoing?
Yes.
Video my voice, no problem. It is all about what we're here for.
That's right.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you for your hustle. God bless you for everything you stand for.
Thank you.
And the street recognizes you because you're real. Your realness is what trips me, and I followed your history, your story, and everything. You know, I would have wanted to mention one name of our brother who wanted to fight for the referendum.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, being an activist,
Yes.
can you throw this away from me, please? Being an activist, you have to go deep down and do your research.
Yes, right.
Please call for love, please. You have to do a research. And you don't do this for yourself, you're doing it for the people. And that's why when you end up in jail, you're fulfilled.
Yeah. People will take it from there, man. It's true.
You're fulfilled. But a lot of them, when they hear you're going to be jailed, they come with stretchers.
Yes.
And you keep asking, how come? You get accident. You don't get accident. You fall from a skyscraper. No. The next
Why are you
thing
walking around with a stretcher?
why are you walking around? Why are the doctors here? Why are you on this? Why are you admitted? You are admitted in this country.
Yeah.
But normally when you want to go for checkup, you go abroad. Just because you have a problem.
Only the time you need to be on stretcher is the time that Nigerian doctor is good enough for you.
Do you understand? When you have problem with this country, that's when Nigerian doctors are good for you. Excuse me.
That's so deep, man.
Our people want to know, how can you tackle these things? The street has been asking a whole lot of questions.
Yes.
Even me, I have mine.
That's good.
Please, can you increase your volume for our live
Oh, my
audience?
voice.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know how to shout.
It's the same
Please,
Africa,
you need
China.
you need to hide your own. Because if I'm shouting, it will look as if I'm aggressive to you. We're quarreling or we're fighting.
We're not quarreling.
But we're here.
There's a whole lot of people out there following us, and they follow you too. And they've heard about this event happening today. So I think they are the ones that are asking for you to increase the volume.
Really?
Yes.
Jehovah Shammah, hello, Agosha. Can you hear me now? All right. You see, the thing now is,
You said it's okay now, right?
the people
Yes.
that I represent, the streets that I represent, all my life I've been fighting for them. And you know the funny thing is, they've been all asking me, they said, sing a song. But I asked them, I said, it is not about me singing a song. It's about you people. Sometimes I will contribute my path, but your path is also
Very important.
very important.
That's right.
I was watching one of your video that I think you were coming from one state like that, and there was a huge traffic.
Yes.
And you came down.
I was living from Lagos to Ekiti, and we were trapped in traffic for 6 hours. And I had to come down and address the people.
You spoke with them. A lot of them asked questions.
That's right.
Some of the questions I wanted to ask you, they asked it there. So, and you've already answered it. So now I had to start
Thinking about new questions. They don't end. So
but the question now is, you see now, we have this, I don't want to use the word cabal. Cabal are for the people who use the word cabal are losers. That's my belief. I don't know your belief on that, but cabals are for losers. people who think they can't fight these people. But I want to tell them something. You see, these people, they operate like you and I.
Yeah.
They feel they are the mafias. Mafias are being defeated.
Yes.
Take it or leave it. All over the world.
They get defeated all the time.
And anything that does not favor the common man
Yes.
is not worth it. Now, my people asked me to ask you, how do you think you want to
And the cabal.
Yes.
Or what we call cabalocracy.
Cabal.
That is a democracy hijacked by cabals. Well, like you rightly mentioned and stated, is a cabal is a generic word for self-defeat. When people give up their rights to bullies, they are afraid to fight, and they're afraid to look people in their eyes and say, you are not supposed to be there. You have just hijacked our democracy. They call them cabals. And to a lot of people, it presses what I call panic buttons when you hear the word cabal. It's just like in Italy, if they use the word mafia, it used to scare the heebie-jeebies out of people.
Yes, true.
So the loose word for mafia in Nigeria is the cabal. But guess what? What have I done my entire life is fighting cabals. And I can tell you that it's the same blood that is running in your veins.
That runs in
That's in
mine.
their veins. They get hungry, they get scared.
They get scared.
So, but they create a facade to make people feel afraid of them.
Yeah.
They make
That they
people-
can go extreme.
So, but the moment you confront them just like bullies, the cabals will scatter. And in 30 years, how many cabals have I confronted? I can mention them on my finger. There used to be a Babangida cabal in this country. It was a military cabal. They're still around. We fought them. Everybody was scared of them. How can you go and dare the military? We were expelled from the university twice. After the military left, then Obasanjo set up his own cabal. In this country, people like Andy Uba, all those guys were part of that cabal. Don't touch them. They were the ones who tried to package third term, using money, incentivizing criminality, even outrightly killing where necessary. When that cabal fell apart after third term, then there used to be a Yaradua cabal, led by his wife, Ture Yaradua.
Okay.
And she was the one who packaged Yaradua when he was sick to prevent Jonathan from getting into office. Right? And then after that came the Jonathan. Yes, she led the cabal. And when Jonathan was defeated in 2000, he came the Buhari cabal, led by Abakiari, the former DSS guy who was just removed recently. I'm just giving you identity. It's like social studies 101 politically in Nigeria. But beyond these cabals, there are also religious cabals in the country made up of powerful pastors. There are imams who are within cabals made up of powerful imams.
They think they could use their churches to
scare people. They use churches to scare people in this country.
Religious.
They've tried to do it to me before. Pastors or reverends, they will slap people in the church and tell you that nobody can ask them, touch not my anointed.
And do my prophet
no harm.
But
But the prophet has no right to slap anybody. In the
Jesus
church.
never did that.
So then you have the economic cabal in the country. They are made up of bankers, all these stock exchange speculators and manipulators. They have money, right? There's also traditional cabals, made up of powerful traditional rulers who are meant to protect the existing political structures. And then you have the party mafiosos who, you hear sometimes somebody will say that he's Mr. Fix-It.
Yes.
He can put anybody in power. And they are cabals.
Mr. Fix-It. I like that. I like
So
that.
these are cabals. This is the way the country is operated to suppress the energy of the people so that they will not realize their potential in the world. Because, you see, they've seen Nigerians. Look, let me tell you, if a Nigerian passes by you, even in the US, you will feel the air. You will look back and say, somebody just passed me. Because there's something about being a Nigerian that is substance.
And what is that thing?
I don't know what it is,
It's let me buttress you. I would say it's a driving force.
It is.
It's a driving force because every Nigerian living this country is living for a reason.
It isn't. So, and when you see that, you see the energy. If you see employers anywhere in the world who are looking for people who are dreaming, they're looking for a Nigerian to hire because they know they'll come to work, they'll work extra hours. It is because those energies that they have that have been suppressed in their countries of origin or their country of origin is unleashed the moment they have the opportunity to do it. So it is that energy that they are suppressing because they know that if Nigerians do what Nigerians should do within Nigeria and are allowed to do it, this will be one of the best countries in the world. But what they are afraid of is that they don't like the free state of mind of Nigerians. Nigerians are very open-minded people in a lot of ways. You know, Nigerians are like Brazilians. They will live one day at a time. They want to have fun. They want to live life to the fullest. You know, the Nigerians are not the kind of people who necessarily want to bow to anybody. You know, but the cabal, new Nigerians will be constantly bowing and bowed so that they can, because the cabal derive their legitimacy and happiness from
when
people.
They intimidate them.
Yeah, when people are suffering, when they come and beg for little things. And they know Nigerians. At the moment Nigerians have food, they have opportunities, they won't come back and beg you. They will instead go somewhere else. So that's why you see some economies around the world and growing on the back of Nigerians, on their expertise, their skill sets, their natural abilities to move things around. But the sad part is that the only place that is not working for the Nigerian man or woman is Nigeria itself. The moment that spirit gets out of here, it's unleashed. And that's the reason you see a lot of the most angry Nigerians sometimes are the ones that are living outside of the country. Because they know that if the country was working, they know how happy they could be or they will be.
Now, sorry to cut you. Now let's talk about the Biafrans.
Yes.
The Biafrans, they believe in freedom so much. And you see these people, they've been longing for freedom. But from you are coming in to unite the Biafrans and the Nigerians because we are meant to be. What do you have to say to them?
So, what is Biafra? Biafra is the cry for justice in a country that has experienced what I just described a while ago. Biafrans are people who are naturally Republican. Even if you look at the structure, the traditional structure of Igbos, they don't have kings because they cannot wait for kings to determine their destiny.
Because even the kings are sold out.
Yes. So they realize the realization of their potentials in life cannot rely upon kings. Because they were very quick to understand what roles kings played. Even during colonial rule, the Ijekus were using translation of what the Igbo people were doing to suppress their own people. And the Biafrans realized it very quickly. Even though beyond that, naturally, they have other natural capabilities. What I say to people, and I've seen this happen, and I'm not saying that for political reasons or being politically correct, is that Igbos have conquered the world. But interestingly, they love their villages. This doesn't matter where you find an Igbo man. Their children will know how to speak Igbo because they want them to understand that the culture is what is driving their success.
Thank you. Are you an Igbo man? Are you listening to this? This is straight from the heart. And we're not just here to make mockery of ourselves. Neither are we here to make mockery of you. But it interests me so much because it takes an intelligent person to know so much about the history of Nigeria. And it's this man here, he knows the history from the very scratch. And I love the fact that you are taking it from...
No, absolutely. One thing I want to say to people, especially those of our brothers and sisters within the movement of the realization of Biafra, is that you cannot realize Biafra when you keep voting for the guys who fought during the war. Yes. These guys have a war mentality. I was born after the war. I don't have a scintilla of killing somebody. I never killed somebody before. I don't plan to kill anybody. We will never kill anybody.
Rather, we
but people,
represent.
yes, we represent people. But people who want to kill will kill at the slightest provocation. That is why instead of fixing roads in the east, we are sending operations after our people. You know, you cannot have Biafrans love Nigerians when Nigeria don't love them back. But as I said just before coming here, it is not Biafrans alone that have seceded from Nigeria, that have mentally seceded. A lot of Nigerians have left this country. They are just trapped here in Nigerian space. And we must understand that. But the other thing for our Biafran brothers to understand is that, you know, what space can do in a life for people who are successful. You know, is that the Nigerian space, if we can get justice within it, is not even enough for Biafrans to operate. Even the African space, which is what I'm targeting, is where we need to put ourselves as Nigerians to unleash our potential.
I think that's where you came up with the African Action Congress. Because you're not targeting Nigeria per se.
I know that Nigeria will not be enough. See, I've lived in the US for 19 years. You fly from one part of the US to the other for 6 hours. You haven't arrived at your destination. In Nigeria, you fly. Nigeria is just, it's even probably less than the size of Alaska or thereabout. Nigeria is twice the size of California, and there are 50 states in the US. Do you know why the US is working as the United States of America? It's because of fairly there's justice, you know. At least the people, I'm not saying, yeah, there's freedom, there's justice. I'm not saying there's total justice, because there's still racism, there's police brutality, you know, there's economic inequality. But generally, the fact that you can go to work and somehow find a protection within the system, get paid your salary, go have fun on Friday, come back on Saturday, rest, on Sunday, if you like, you go back to work or you watch movies. You know, that kind of independence and freedom gives people a sense of belonging. The fact that an armed robber is robbing your house, you can call the police, they arrive in 5 minutes. You know, you go to a judge, you don't have to know the judge in advance before you get justice. Gives people a sense of belonging that, you know, the institutions of the country are working. And it works not only for them, it works for people who come from outside. Can you believe that I have flourished more with my ideas in the US than in Nigeria? Last year I came to Nigeria with Sowore reporters. The day I arrived, they were waiting for me. You know, they beat me up, police tried to arrest me, they seized all the money I brought. I'm telling you, they seized all the money I brought. Just in 1 year, they've destroyed every idea that has succeeded and flourished in the US for 11 years.
Just because they felt they could.
They feel threatened. They feel threatened. You know, the leadership of this country feels threatened by any idea that can develop and guarantee freedom to people. You know, they feel like you are coming to open the eyes of the people. You are bringing light. They succeed in darkness. The leaders of Nigeria, that's why they invest in darkness. They invest to ensure that there's no light in Nigeria. $16 billion was spent by Obasanjo's regime. Yes, on bringing about electricity, and they did not improve, because that is the space where they succeed. That's the space where they excel. It's, you know, a space where there's failure.
Oh, we cannot be doing this interview where your eyes is open and my own is not open. You look as if let me say open my eye. Where did they see? Please, can I ask you, do you speak pidgin?
I do.
My people,
I speak pidgin.
We want to drag this matter enter pidgin, because we have our mama there, our papa there, and you see this thing what we talk now, eh? If we talk for English, it could be
as they do sometimes.
Our people, you know, they reach grassroots, because he gets some way still tell me say for worry. Some people for worry messages will come my Instagram. They say they want. See, they don't hear about you, but they won't see you for worry.
Well, yes, that's true. I mean, I don't go worry before. You know,
you go again.
I'll go back.
You go again. Because now when we don't start this, movement now, now the campaign don't start. They say in September it will start, and fully it has started for 2019.
Yes.
Now the people of Warri won't see you.
Yes. Earlier, hello.
They won't see you, and they
worry not to carry last.
They're not going to carry last. God forbid. So now, they want to hear these things where you did promise them for pidgin, so that you know, see, when you speak out for English, if you reach time where the matter suppose
translate. They
will change them. They sabi change the government. They sabi this Nigerian
government magic with that.
Government magic. God bless you. They sabi change them, but for pidgin, you not get dictionary. Now city talker. Now we take understand that. So they will take hear because now our own language. So now the people they want hear from you.
Yeah.
Say now, how you want to make? You know, say, we dey get this incumbent.
Yes, incumbency that they call them. People don't
date there. We don't want come out. Now they don't take power now. Now, how you want to manage? How you want to beat them? To make sure, say the people where they vote for you, because there are a lot of people here now. My people, the people they follow me, the people who believe in what I believe and what you believe too, which is the transparency of Nigeria. People who believe in the future of Nigeria. People who believe in Nigeria of tomorrow, the brighter Nigeria. Now they want to know, say how you want to make them, convince them, say if they finally go vote you. Their votes go count because they're not go come. You know the last election now, we can't hear issues of them catch people wait here, voters card, ballot paper, then tear am, then snatch them, all those things. How do you want to make sure say we know we the masses, we the people of Nigeria, we won't vote you now? How you want to make us know now? Say our vote count. Tomorrow they not go manipulate. Can't tell you say you now win, and we no say now you.
Yeah, right. Well, the thing we say for 2015, the trial. That time I still did fully involved for Sowore reporters. Now we bring out the election results as they happen live with the collector. From polling units to presiding officer, they send out to us.
But I don't know what I hear recently. Sorry. You know, recently they say they don't want like this.
They waste their time. They waste their time. That will not go work. And if you tell them, so that will not go. Even for China, they try and they block internet. They don't tire now. Everybody don't give up. Nobody will stop Nigerians for that election day. May they not use their cell phone to capture what they happen because you know what mobile technology they do.
Now be the two they call free and fair. You know, you promise me free and fair. And at the end of the day, you say make
camera. That was the waste time. Me
because Nigeria don't get CCTV cameras.
We will give instruction to our people. Good. Any law we know if we protect our freedom, now illegitimate law. And there is no law against using cell phone. Now rule for INEC where people think they won't take rule. They tell our people, no account our cell phone go there that day. As the thing they happen, they capture. The one where you feel live stream, they live stream. Nobody, there's no police, no Jupiter for this world. If stop person to live stream. Me, when I come up from this country, they tell me say, I don't feel use my cell phone for custom area. I tell them say I have to use it too. Now they don't leave me. Anytime they turn on my live stream, except I don't get data. Because now I take stop customs or immigration and SSS from. They harass me, they ask me for money when I travel. They don't see me now, they don't know, say,
leave them. They do to me too now.
Yes, now. Say, leave them, I beg you, this man, why too much? Because it's no say, when I arrive where they go, I go upload the encounter. I don't do it several times, they don't worry me anymore. So you get as you go use your mobile technology, save yourself, and election are one of it. On that day, carry and go there. Carry anyone where you get Techno, Neo, you get Samsung, or don't carry pure water because I will not get camera. Just carry and go there. Take them. Keep them if you know if you send them. But we will go provide for our own party plan. We will provide people where if you send the thing right down there. So that we go feel it. Because we do it for 2015. Now make us wait for the history of this country. We'll be the first news agency for Nigeria. We know they connected with government. We announced election results before for 2015. And I make this bold so they win the election. If to say we not get the result of those 10 states where we release before INEC release their own, therefore rig the election. And now the thing where we go do, we go even do more this time around because not be only rigging of manipulation of figures.
Because now they involved.
Yes, I they involved. They get rigging when we say the one they call see and buy, they pay you. But the question where you supposed to ask yourself, say they pay you 5,000 naira, make you divide 5,000
naira
career by 4 years. How much you go get?
Now your life. No, if you talk, I post something. I tell our people, I say, because you know, a lot of people they write me, they say, African channel, go sing now. Sing, tell them. My brother, I tired to tell them. Because at the end of the day, make we think I'm well. Your mama dey village, your papa dey village. These people don't age. You dey send them. How much will you dey send them? Yeah. Then now you go come keep quiet. Election time go come. You no go send. Then you will not tell them. You no go tell them. Say, mommy, if these people promise you 5,000, no go, no follow them. Go take come out there. No, you go leave them. You dey say make African channel talk, make African channel. If I talk, you no talk, my brother. It be like say we not do nothing.
Yeah.
Even if I talk, you no talk, or I talk, you must talk, because it go take collective voices to make sure say they hear our words, right. So that the thing when I talk will make sense. Now, within in the try tell on now be say, they tell you say your votes go count.
It go count, and you go count. You go stay there until it counts. You will tell the presiding officer, "Oh yeah, write them down. Give me one copy. If you don't want to give you one copy, just take your mobile phone, take the evidence." Now they take win election for, I think now Malaysia or somewhere also, like Singapore. Now everybody use for this, even for America now, they use cell phone to take challenge election results.
Yes.
So now the thing where I vote for this, it for my pocket, I take picture of some people will even do selfie with their ballot papers. When they don't, so that if you count all the selfies like this, you will know who win. Maybe we not be say person where you vote for, you will discover still not be. Why if we take all those things, go electoral tribunal itself as evidence, say look now the person where I vote for now.
So they say you carry your phone.
Selfie inside.
Carry your phone.
Nothing whether fit do am for you. No.
Carry your phone.
No.
Now your right.
Now your fundamental human right.
You do
Freedom
carry
of expression,
your phone.
You know. Carry and enter the place. Take self with your vote. See now the person where I vote for with that.
Now this party where you they represent. Now what's be the name of the party?
African Action Congress.
African Action Congress, which means now
AAC. Yes.
So on the year, he said now AAC. Open your ear. Look on our ear and
you know, say to say they won't do your name for acronyms. AC go be Africa China. Now if anybody will there beside you, suppose they cool.
For UK, you know what's in my Oyinbo friends they call me.
They call you
Hey China.
Hey China, yeah.
Hey China.
I see.
When I tell them say African China, they say it's so with the African movement there. So we prefer to call you a China. I mean call like the name. It's a foreign. Thank you. So now, you see, really and truly, Nigeria, we don't tire.
Yeah, so.
We don't tire. You know, when you start that movement, take it back. Yeah? I take my time, begin follow you. It gets where you kill me, finish. Now, one interview where you go where one
minister of communication. I've been a minister of miscommunication.
You reach there and you know what's in chip me be say now your confidence. You know, some people they tell me say this, I tell them say, you see this thing when I do this activism when I do for music. No be everybody fit.
Exactly.
And when they say release music, I say no, we not they release music. We they always make sure say we get evidence and it has to be concrete.
Yes.
So when we talk with
confidence.
Facts,
yes.
Confidence.
Yes.
So tomorrow, because the person when I learned from, Fela Nicola Pokutimi, is gentle, so rest in peace.
Yes.
He tell me, say, if you come own me, I go open book for
you. Yes.
That interview, oh my God. You begin yarn and you not raise your voice. The same tone where you tell the follow me they talk now. Now the same tone. Now you dey on. Now the guy voice they raise.
Yes.
The next minute, in Agbada they fall. If they roll like that. Now they, you know when you study criminality criminology, then you go understand when your suspect, when your suspect don't dey won't give you clue say him is guilty as charged, say the thing when you did accuse am for saying you truly do am, you go see am say in body language they tell you. You know, you just dey like this, you dey talk, you dey tell am, you dey give am facts and figures.
Yes.
But in Agbada dey follow.
It's not true.
A day YouTube. And you know why I love Google? A lot of things we dey try hide. When you enter Google, you not fit delete them again. Some people they pay money go delete them. Let me when I get my problem for UK, I tell people, I say leave them there. Some people, some what do they call them? Internet waiting. They say make I give them money, make them go. I say no. I went there, I saw, I conquered.
And you're back.
I win. I win the case because why? I did not do it. So leave them. Now part of my CV be that. In the UK, in the law, if you tell me, if you accuse me now, say I do such thing now, if we do UK, I will call police for you. You will go provide some evidence, say I do that thing. Now you go because you don't accuse me wrongly. If I call police now, let them say that thing where you talk now, they give me
headache.
They go arrest you. All I just need to do now to look for the cameras where they do begin act like that. Say now that thing you talk. Boom. That person don't go prison with that. So but for here, now, you see, the former administration, them been do CCTV camera.
Yes.
And it no work, it no make sense. How you think say that same project, if you come in now, you go make up get sense?
The thing will happen there, we say, them not do CCTV camera, we're supposed to work. You know, say this country, in a country of contractors, we don't get builders. So if we are giving contract to people, we don't get builders. You know, if we construct anything. And that's what destroyed Nigeria. Now, the thing will finish Nigeria, but they just give contract, you mobilize, demand, disappear. Fella don't talk and for, I think teacher don't teach me nonsense or something like that. So contractor go, government come, commissioner and the contractor award contracts. You know, contractor come and say need more money. Minister say no more. Contractor go, government leaves. They not design that thing to work. Otherwise, even CCTV come even they cheap now, sir, to implement. They so easy that the amount of contract they did do at that time, if he put it CCTV for the whole of this country, and they go to work, yes. To the extent, say software itself come day.
You say you go take your phone.
Citizens, they check on their own. Where CCTV now for security purposes, police go they check.
So that even if you hide them, other people go just log into the apps.
Exactly. But apart from CCTV itself, drone technology did these days. So we see even where CCTV no dey, drone will go. Like if I wake up now and I'm in charge of Lagos, I will get nothing less than 50 drones. Where if you go for the high seas, just go like that. Get drones where we go like 10 miles radius, some 20 miles radius. If you hear somebody they kidnap, before where police not feel reach, drone will shoot the boat like this, and they go. And they not even shoot
the drone, no.
The drone will follow you, come back to where it leave from. I get drone where they take follow do my campaign. But when I bring the next one, custom season, you see there with them now as we speak. They say weapon. Meanwhile, now the same custom people where they clear out the weapons where they enter country. Just drone of $1,000. And waiting at the take and when I go to campaign, I just set it up there. If they look at everybody where they there, it can even give you clue whether anybody get weapons or things like that. Because we don't get police. Simple maybe that. I get that technology where they take waka. Anywhere I reach a good campaign, we put drones out there. And they help because even people will get bad intentions. When they see drone, they fly for this thing. They know say evidence will day against them.
Yes.
And we even get drones where we say if they fly, they transmit live. as this one day, like with a life now. That drones will fit transmit life. But this country, the whole Nigerian military, I don't think they get one drone with fit they fly. They get the one where they commission, or you know, say Jonathan commission one. They change the paint, Buhari come commission them again. And when you know they for that system, things not will work for your country. This one where they talk, if you go New York today, they say somebody snatch your wallet. You know, they even ask you a question. They will just go into their system, they type in the coordinates of the place where you go there. They will bring out the face of the person, you know, freeze and zoom and. Before you know, in 24 hours, you know. In fact, when the man see himself for TV, now he will go surrender himself. You know, surrender himself. They have incentives for people where they report. They call it tips. I think 1-800 tips or something. Tip line. Where if you call police, if you surrender criminal for them, say I know this person, police go pay you some amount. Okay. You know, yes. So
and all these things you go introduce them for Nigeria now.
Because they cheaper now. The way they do them 5 years ago, they, you know, like I tell people, all these Fulani heads, man, you know, they're serious like that. We will carry drone, they follow them up and down. You get drone, we fly 5,000 meters above sea level. You know, go fish shoot them. Even if you shoot them, it go still capture you. They shoot them. So if they carry your,
because it is
get some corridors where they do. You go just ask drone to follow these guys around like that. You have drones covering the entire country. The country not big. Nigeria not big. Pass waiting if you take small money. That is to say, if you put aside even like $20 million, you feel cover this country with drones, and you know, and you can have interconnected technology. But if say drone go they work with CCTV, and all of them go they deliver their images to one central place. Where now they process them, and you go they know what they happen instantaneously as the country they go. So if you take Kaduna, if you know what they happen for Lagos police, if you know what they happen for Ondo State, for Port Harcourt, so that it enables you to respond. Also, when there's crisis. Like sometimes when we say even something crisis they happen, if police don't want to go there because you know they're sure. If you send drone, make it do reconnaissance first, check the place out, see where you feel take enter, know where they hide and things like that. There's nobody who can do anything about that. So countries they take fight development. But you can also use it for agriculture. You know those days where we say they call the fumigation, where you go put the thing for bag, they do shoo like this. Drone can do several hectares in 30 minutes. You just hook the thing under it, just press your don't press the coordinate, say this is not my farm. It go fumigate the whole farm, come back in 30 minutes. So what thing they take a whole day do as a farmer. So it's a lot of places where you feel introduce technology. There was one time where I mentioned that way people, some guys, out of ignorance for Twitter, they laugh when I say, even all this SARS problem where they get, we feel put barcode for every SARS person. So if they accost you, you go bring out your application for your phone. You just get the police app, and you go scan it. You go tell you which officer it be before you can answer. As if you do something stupid to you, you already have the name of the officer.
Oh, now they hear this one.
Yes, because for US they have already introduced body cams.
All of una will be youth, all the youth. Where they shout, say, SARS do this, ona they hear this now opportunity for ona also to come into politics now and understand the ethics about politics.
Maybe I even talk on first so the young people they hear. Me, I go abolish SARS straight up. I know we get country with, because apart from say that they violate human rights, they kill night economy. You know, a lot of people, a lot of countries rely on day and night economy. But the way the police they operate for this country, you know, people want to buy and sell stuff, they are afraid at night because police will come and extort you regardless of whether what you are selling is legit or not legitimate. So you find this Lagos now, only in certain places, the areas of the rich, now if you get night economy, clubs, you know, it's always in Ikoyi, Victoria land. But people day, millions of people day for Ajegunle, you know, other places where they're supposed to live their life at night as well. But police is always there. Police is still they still arresting people for wandering. I sent one of my guys to go buy food one day for JR. Police arrest him because he put hood. He wear shirt, we get hood for head. How can it be a crime to wear a shirt that is hooded in Nigeria? It's not part of our laws. But it's because the police is above the law. And like I said, technology can help you see. It's just a matter of telling the police that citizens have a right to scan your badge before they respond to you. It's just like the US. If you're arrested by the police, they must read you your right. They call it Miranda rights. If they don't, they have violated your rights and they can invalidate the case. So, now the thing we did there's a lot of things where we feel do. And so many of them, our own young people where they here, where they do technological things for this tech hub, they feel producer. But we don't get content when you don't get electricity.
And another thing, I can't discover, say, you see, most of these things, we get youth, where we say, they're willing and ready to produce something, but the country, they help.
Now they tell you last time. Now say, may I bring Sahara? I start Sahara reporters for US. No police ever come ask me before. They even sue me. Judges give me the judgment in favor of say, waiting this young guy they do not correct to get evidence for. The moment I enter Nigeria, wow, Saraki them come. They send thugs, police, everybody just worry not enter town.
And Saraki again.
Yes, now seize my money now. Now you go get one fake judgment for one Jakara judgment for Lauren. They seize all the money we will bring. And when we brought Sahara reporters, what was the idea? First, now to bring that technology where we invent Sahara, and then to provide employment for young people waiting for the country. These are the people who talk say they want to grow the economy. Somebody will, even not 10 people, even not 10 people where I employ is more important than the reputation of a thief. Yes, 10 people. Because when I came to Nigeria, I promised myself, say anybody where I employ will be paid the minimum wage where they promised Nigerians, which is 100,000 naira. But you know what? It took me very quickly to understand, say 100,000 naira no reach for somebody to survive.
It's not rich. Now you can't pay person 18,900.
So when I brought Sahara reporters, the goal was to pay an average person when they work with me 100,000. I realized very quickly, say that money not rich, even for an average person when no get husband or wife. So imagine federal worker will get wife,
children,
husband, get 5 kids. Some of them get 6 kids. If they pay them 18,000 naira, that was a criminal wage, and you expect them to work Monday to Friday.
So 31 days.
Work for almost 30 days or 31 days. You expect them to go to church.
Almost 31 days.
You expect them to get sick when they go hospital. You expect
from
them
that
to send their children to school.
And they don't get price control.
Travel from one place to. It's not possible. That money no even feel issue for one day.
So definitely that place now where they're supposed to start to tackle corruption.
Of course, now if you want to tackle corruption, first and foremost, even for this police where they talk about, if you want to tackle corruption, now to first of all pay police well.
Yes.
First, okay. And when you pay them well, it go declare say if they lose their job. Imagine say you get police where stop you, say won't search your car for this country. You give them money, say, oh God, don't worry. He can't arrest you for bribery first. Okay. Because they are well paid, they get dignity. He arrest you for bribery. Yes. Then after he come arrest you for, he can't search your car, can't find say you get gun or you get other contraband for inside the car, can't arrest you for that one. Even when even if you get out of the contraband, if you get out of the bribery, next time you go behave yourself.
Yeah.
So you go imagine say kidnapper self no go fit they kidnap somebody from Kaduna, carry am go worry, go hide. Because it go meet police for road, when I go collect bribe. Now checkpoints, bribery, now they facilitate most of the crime where they kill us for this country.
And all these rituals and all these killers of men.
You are killing people, you go carry somebody on inside truck. Police see, look, the thing I know about police, police no criminal if they see them. They know the body language, countenance. When they see you, get that you go to the
Nigerian police.
Yes. You go know now if they won't do their work. Nigerian police, if they don't do that, if they won't do their work, if they kidnap person, if police won't get the person back, they will find the person. If not big man picking. But if not regular person, they will just tell you come today, come tomorrow. But how you go know if police enter other African countries, go serve, they get award.
Nigerian police.
Yes, for UN, they respect them. So these guys are big work. But when they be like this country because of corruption, and now because some policemen they good, but they still say you know if you perform under their oga. Say you be policeman now, you will go arrest. Maybe one policeman for Benin now, you say they go carry arm robber come. As they carry am come like this, the arm robber just give me oga hug. The oga, yes, hug am. Say oga fat now. Say who carry you come here? I beg you, drive all of them out. They do meeting with arm robber. for Benin there. Before you know, I said the arm robber, they don't release now.
Now be safe to sign any date now.
If I didn't
go they run for presidency.
If for day for inside PDP or APC. Waiting be
okay,
now, between Adini as James Ibori.
Yes. Okay. Now this is the issue of this our police people now. We be say them they become houseboy. Waiting you go do to collect.
No police. You see, one of the things where we need to do first and foremost, now to remove all the policemen where they follow VIP and not be mouth. Because it will do two things. It will make our police get respect for themselves, and it will make the VIP today responsible to society. If VIP
so they above the law.
Not above the law. Because most of the VIPs now, police they even help them facilitate the crime where they commit against society. Because they are there to protect them. And you will find
to give them how to change the case.
Even sometimes police go prevent other policemen from arresting VIP. They go physically prevent their own organs from carrying out their duties because they be VIP. First of all, come out. Then anybody will need police, which should not be more than 2, would now come and apply on a weekly basis. And the thing will go. It will be on a need by need basis. Because the problem for Nigeria now be say most of our policemen we're supposed to protect society, they protect VIP. You get one man will tell me say in daughter get 50 policemen for this Lagos.
Only in daughter?
Yes. Anytime we won't go out, 50 policemen will follow her. Go. So which police will come protect the Ajegunle? We go protect Badojaye, Orile, all those places now. All those Orile now they can't get like police station. We get like 10 policemen. Anytime you carry this thing, they will ask you. They will ask you say, make you tell them how the gun where they take rob you look like, because they don't feel go. Or make police they tell you say, make you come buy them fuel.
Yeah.
Before they go do their work.
Go do investigation there.
All the serious policemen, well-trained policemen are protecting VIPs. I will remove that VIP protection unit first and foremost. Carry all the policemen and go they do their job. You know, carry them goes and fire.
Very well.
And pay them. No, that one is you can't do this without paying policemen. But the way I look at it, man, is that our policemen should be looking like banks. Like the banking hall. You walk into a banking hall, you understand, to transact business. How do you feel? You feel even if you're hot for outside,
you go cool down there. Yes.
And if
even when you want to make call, they go tell you say, no shout here.
Policeman say you walk into a police station, you can't make a call. You know, you drop your phone or they know. But the officer you are approaching is well dressed.
He's well dressed.
You understand?
And he's intelligent.
And he's using a laptop. Yes. You know. And everybody that is arrested for anything
when I get problem, I'll say it for foreign.
It must be documented. Right? Everybody that's arrested will be documented, and there will be a central database for all everybody. So if your family is looking for you, they will not be looking for you in the hospital if you are arrested by the police. They call the central this thing, say police, you have this. If na Abuja, they go search the database. Even if na Warri where they arrest you, they go say, oh, this person has been arrested in Warri for so offense. So you know where to find your person, and it will reduce the incidence of police abuse. Because if police know say you are in the system officially, they cannot abuse you, they cannot torture you, because it's against the law. But it is those policemen who are able to smuggle people into cells without any records. Now you go carry you, come put for jail because you snatch a girlfriend, which is not a crime. You understand? If you don't want to make person snatch your girlfriend, buy them Samsung phone. I just a joke, but
it's allowed.
Yeah, take care of man. But
after all, we have a dancing senator.
Exactly. We will become governor now.
We will become governor. We have a comedian singing senator.
But the thing I tell you is, say, if you do all these things, and these are simple things to do. How many police stations do we have in the country? What do we need to uplift them? The money is there. They release money for all these things. You know, when for New York used to be like Nigeria police, the NYPD. They collect bribe. They do drugs.
New York.
Yes. Years ago. One day, they bring one officer there, just look at the police. He asked one policeman, say, stand in front of me. What more do you need to feel like a human being when you know what they collect this bribe? The man tell him, say, okay. They start from him belt, put correct belt, put holster, gun, uniform. So they pay them haircut allowance. When we say, if you see police like this, then you go see swagger. You understand? Go Dubai now. Police, they take Lamborghini pursue criminals. How Lamborghini don't go fit catch up because they drive is the 505.
Okay.
You understand? If you don't do your police like that, you can't reduce crime. They have to be, security has to be priority. The same thing will go for the army, the immigration, customs. Imagine, say, you enter US, custom, they ask you for what you bring for me. You understand? You know, if you enter US, you enter any country, custom don't even look your face. They're looking at your paper.
At your papers.
Or they're looking at your containers.
At your containers, yes,
to see whether you carry anything.
Anything, yeah, true.
And the moment they catch you there, they get this thing for pocket. Yeah. Where they will take scan this thing. If they carry you with much money, they make you sign for the money. The money is going to the treasury. It's not going to the... They're not even allowed to touch the money. They have to wear a glove to process anything you carry. They are preventing diseases from catching them. And also ensuring that that particular thing can be used as evidence and no one see their fingerprint. So that's not policing. They work for that. Police not supposed to be person where they compromise. The moment police they compromise for any society, the society no fit is safe. Lie, forget her.
Okay, now talking about what could you diversify a bit? Recently, I posted something. My friend been my friend been go Ghana. The last time I go Ghana was in 2000. Now I've been go Ghana, and my friend can't go Ghana recently. Can't post Ghana airport.
Now your friend do that thing. That one where they post the okay.
Can't post Ghana airport. I want that. Then somebody can send me. Recently, we were in the phone. Can send me Nigerian airport. We were in the phone. What are they drop for? I post them.
Yeah.
Waiting.
You know, see the one where we post last year where
we were in the phone big time.
People can't enter water to enter plane.
Okay. Yeah.
We post that one. Yeah. We post that one last year. Yeah. But they asked your question. They had.
When they get Arik, now Arik flights.
Yes.
I post them and I still save them for inside my listen. So now, waiting you want, what be the change where you want bring come? Because now we know they talk about the change. Now we they talk about change the change. Because for your matter now change the change we did now.
Because even to use the word change now, they make me feel ashamed.
Okay.
You know? Okay. I know they use change. I use revolutionary change. Now we need.
Okay.
And just so that you will get and verify, get the question where they ask. Not only Ghana, you supposed to go Rwanda. Yeah.
Rwanda
just finished 20 years war.
Yeah, war.
If you drop wallets for Rwanda, you come back the next day, go there. And the streets are clean.
Nigerians on the here.
Electricity, everything they work for Rwanda. Rwanda don't reach technological level, so they take drone, deliver blood to hospitals. Drone where they mentioned before. Is to they need blood, or they just carry drone, drone, drop and drone come back. That's how far they have gone. These are African countries. Because sometimes when they talk, they say, how Rome was not built in a day. I ask them which question. Was Rome built forever? If Rome was built forever, we would not know Rome now. It was just built under construction. So when people they even make proverbs sometimes, they think they vex me because people like now they even justify some of this nonsense.
Yes. Because I
don't compare yourself to US. US is 200 years of democracy. But if you ask yourself, when US was 56 years old, was Nigeria in the same place that we are now at 58 years old?
58 years.
You were doing well when they were, but this matter we say these days you don't need to go through the crucibles anymore. Technological marvels there where you feel just carry hands, do things. Maybe I go back to this issue of what we go do. We don't even get airport. For me, we don't get airport for this country. Now airstrips, now we get. That Murtala Mohammed International Airport, now the first thing where I go shut down when I become president. That one I saw. But it's beyond that. It's to turn Nigeria into a hub for all the travels where they happen for Africa. The same way Turkey. Now, if you want to go anywhere in Europe, the cheapest way to go is either to go through Dubai or Turkey. It was done deliberately in the last 10 years. Turkey goes everywhere in the world. They turn their country to a hub by developing. If you go to airport for Turkey, you will not say you're there somewhere. And that's what Ghana is trying to do. What Ghana is trying to do is that they have seen the potential, say Nigeria, they next to them. If they create a hub, everybody can fly to everywhere from the world through Ghana. That's what Ghana is trying to do. Small time now you go discover say.
Wow, our leader they sit down there.
Yes.
Rather they represent parties. Now party they represent, not even the people.
The sad part be say those things wey they say for Ghana, and Nigerians get most of them now. You see? You know what they surprised in the Nigerian business.
Sure, you know say I Google my research. I can't discover saying that Nigeria self now even get hitro.
Yes, now one Nigerians now get don't get another this thing. But that man, you know, will ever come near this place.
Can't do it
because you know say the day the land now they go finish am. They know leaders for here no more progress. Now they tell you say anybody wey want bring bright ideas, they go try extinguish am. Because they know say any bright idea will enter this country, it will expose them as mediocre. And they don't want to show say they like them, whether they wear agbada.
But they are all dying.
They are dying inside.
They are dying inside.
Like you talk
because their children are becoming junkies and the rest of them. See also
like you said before, there's no Nigerian leader where they use Nigerian hospital to take treatment, not even the president. After 3 years, if president not fit construct hospital wey fit dey treat am, you know say the man don't love the country. After 3 years, if you not fit create university where children fit go to, make no say there be enemies of the progress. After 3 years, no man wey dey for office, governors to president to wey fit born their children for inside Nigerian hospital. Even Baba this Buhari when his daughter marry, wetin be that girl Nezara, when he wan born, not be here born. Yes. Go born outside, they carry another passport. They don't
carry another passport.
Yeah,
so this one now, this our passport now, no, this Nigeria not be.
You understand? But the only time when Nigeria hospital are good for them, now when they want to use them, take do case for inside court, you know, you see fire shake, small time doctor don't help and hook this thing, hook in hand to a neck. You know, that's the
they even turn up they hook around the
yes, they don't hook and can't forget say you know feel hook broken hand to broken neck. Now fire shake won't run back, go say okay man remove for the hand from small time the hand or heal. You know, when Dino get problem, just find doctor will help and wrap something around the neck. When Sametu get problem, small time Sametu don't dey for stretcher. Back, they don't arrange them. You know, say this man gets do small time. They begin conjure all kinds of medical terminologies. You know, spinal cord they leak into his brain. You know, inside court. Those are the only things that our doctors are good for to help somebody, you know, escape justice. Which is sad. But we must change that by ensuring that we rebuild this country. Now, I think where they talk. Now, in the process of rebuilding Nigeria, now Nigerians go find job, then they go find their dignity. We will love this country when we take over power, because we don't go take shishi out of the country. We will invest our money in our country. Every damn money we make, if now 1 kilometer of road, if you build, I go build them. If now 1 hectare of land, if you grow, I go grow up. If now 2 universities, if you build, I go build them. That's what I'm going to do. We'll turn this country into a construction site, so that you go come say, so this is there possible. But look at Dubai now. They built Dubai in the last 20 years to this, you know, maybe last 10 years. But look, there's no bozo Nigerian politician will not get house for Dubai. And I think when they take show, say there be somebody with that. You can't invest in another person's country. You leave your country in shambles. How can you say that such leaders love the country? And it's the same way they construct the politics. They will do the politics in such a way that people know will feel see past their nose. You know, they take 5,000 trap people's destinies. You know, some will even come reinvent their own political theories, talk and say, nah, stomach infrastructure. Now you say you grind pepper, you grind beans, you grind down with money, you can't eat the bridge where you're supposed to. They say, we go meet governor, say, how far now, governor? We're not going to do our school. He say, I don't give you the money now. It's inside your stomach. You don't chop the school. You don't chop your hospital.
You don't even feel call again.
You're not going to sit there until.
You know, when I do campaign, I stop to do campaign for these people. When I do campaign for Rochas, you know, then Rochas they call me one-on-one. We talk. But when Rochas win,
no, we hear from him again.
He changed number.
Now they hear
me. You know, they hear me.
Now only in family now.
Now only in family now.
He make his sister a commissioner for happiness in a state where everybody is sad.
Now the state,
what they call it,
but now you want make in-law. They turn the state into family business. Yeah. Okay. Now we could just enter into Lagos congestion now. Now, I remember when we did do activists, where we did talk about the Lagos per se. They talk about the ports, why it could be saying only Lagos port, because that's why every Igbo man where they do importation, everybody office
must come Lagos, yes.
Now Lagos don't do so congested where we say now trucks they park in front of your house, tankers they park in front of your house. Now we can't do our research, can't discover say now they come tell us say on there for Port Harcourt they work.
Yes.
Two seaports now we get them. And Calabar. Then
Worry sir.
Worry too. Then but now for Port Harcourt now only one they work. And then for Port Harcourt no one they work. Calabar no one they work. But Port Harcourt now one they work. Now they come open on there. Say make it work, make it not be like say. But we can't do our research, we can't discover say to clear container for that place. Now 4 times
the cost of doing this in Lagos.
To for Lagos. So now it gives the people where they do clearing and forwarding now no chance to rather than to come to Lagos
back again. Because they work for them.
They work for them. Because why? They don't label those places war zones.
Yeah.
This now waiting Jonathan no fit to. How you want to correct that thing so that the people of Port Harcourt, the people of Warri, the people waiting for Calabar, then go see job.
Yeah. You see, most of these things they see we know they work for Nigeria now deliberate policy. And I thought I'm saying part of it now people will fight war. Where believe say if they do things for certain parts of the empowerment go there, those people go there free. Now the thing where they do for East, where they get only one bridge where entire East since all these days. How long it go take the bridge we Fashola built for here for Lagos? If you build 3 or 5 for the East, you will get second Niger bridge, third Niger bridge. And waiting Eastern man need be that to feel part of Nigeria. But now they one day, even that one said waiting for the shot, congestion all the time. The bridge said they shaky if you fall apart
every season period.
So the thing will happen with that. Not be say the label is true, say certain areas when they label war zone, shippers they fear to go there because the insurance to carry goods go war zone, they more expensive than to carry and go places when they not consider when they consider low risk. But that is not the reason. The reason we say the government don't they interested. If you look at the map of the world, right, there are places where you feel get to where they come from, you feel drop for Lagos. There are places where they come from which is easier to drop for Calabar. Places where they come from where go even easier to drop for Port Harcourt. You look at the map of the world. So goods where they come from South Africa or some where they come from Asia Pass, where do you think it's supposed to go? Calabar. It's cheaper to drop off at Calabar. If you are coming from also South Africa and all those areas, it's cheaper. In fact, Port Harcourt is the most central of the ports where Nigeria gets. Because Lagos still get corner. Lagos na Gulf, which makes it even a little difficult for certain ships to enter. Because I studied geography and planning, so I know all these things. But at the top for Abuja, the people where they control Nigeria, owners of Nigeria, they don't want to make those things they happen because they believe say if certain areas if they get import, you go get empowerment, you go discuss about your freedom and liberty, or even say you don't even want to be in Nigeria anymore. And they won't keep Nigeria the way it is now. United without justice. It's not going to happen. Right? So it's deliberate. When you shout this thing now, even this conversation we will get now, if you say they watch out, they will go ease the problem. Because they know say we know the trick.
We know the trick. Let me as they talk here, they tell them say we dey do research.
Yes.
And they tell them and they talk and say we dey do research. Yes. And the reason why
and they listen to us, so
they must listen. They must listen.
Yes.
They must listen because now their own strategy.
Yes, that's why they fear people will get knowledge to lead somewhere like Nigeria. Not be only Nigeria they leads, they fear people will get knowledge. Even the Western world, they fear people will get knowledge to lead powerful countries like Nigeria. Because they don't say that knowledge you get now liberation for the people. And they don't want liberation. They want people to be under their control. Because just as the elites are here to steal your money, the corporate bodies around the world. They are also here to take your resources without responsibility. If you go to California, where Chevron office they measure air quality for them. That is, the air they breathe must be of a certain standard. But when they come to Niger Delta here to come and take crude oil, they bring soldiers to shoot villagers. Why is it that the standards are different? It's leadership. You know. So for as we speak now, they look and say if this guy go become president of Nigeria,
food go come out for our mouth.
We not go feed the import, they export the way they do things. So they go get interest. But wait till they tell them say the genie don't come up from inside bottle. They not people turn back. Anybody we want they free, you cannot hold them down for too long. And me, I don't see them. I've seen them, right? Nigerians are ready to be free. We just need to keep pushing this message, to especially to our parents waiting for the rural areas where they vote. So the era of voting for umbrella where they leak and broom when on they walk is over. Because you know why? Nobody they use broom anymore to clean house. So this is the party of vacuum cleaners. Waiting broom feed do for 2 hours. Vacuum cleaner will just zoom out. Now technology. We are transiting from analog to digital. You understand? You don't see vacuum.
And that's why, as a youth, where you be, you know, so much day your head.
It do you too much, you know.
You understand?
I don't want to make my hair swell, but I know small things where
no, you don't know. Do. For me, you don't know small
way we fit do quick like this, and then no say they know. I mean, I know a lot because all these guys waiting for government when they wake up for morning. That's how they go now. They don't say that there we go find genuine information. And
I even discover say most times they go watch your interviews, like interviews where you do to know what thing to do.
No, look, when they start this campaign, look at the ideas we bring out. We bring out the idea of June 12th. They still go look for Abiola family. Make June 12th Nigeria's new democracy day. Even the recent controversy about cannabis, you know, people don't know say cannabis now the new oil until a few days where I talk that thing, where Coca-Cola come go to discuss with one company $4 billion deal to infuse Coca-Cola with cannabis. So every drink of Coca-Cola now, they have to infuse, they will be infusing cannabis. You don't have to buy the one, but now that one we go to sell pass because cannabis has medicinal value. They calm your system, they improve your appetite. Yes, it cure cancer. Not be to smoke alone, be kind of the part of smoking is the THC part of it. Even hemp as a tree, they take and make clothes, it's stronger than cotton. But people don't know until we start to have that conversation. And as you say, South Africa legalize them, Canada is going to legalize. Even Ghana comes to, they won't begin to export cannabis. But people in this country, they have been enclosed in a cocoon of ignorance. So many of them. And some of those cocoon now, you know, age-old traditional ways of living and they maintain them. So you see somebody they were arguing ignorantly. And you look at the person's profile, a PhD holder.
You will come to ask.
You know, once I say, where this man go to school?
Where you go get this
PhD?
How you take?
You understand? But you go know. See, I saw the world they rotate until that light shine and reach every corner. And corner not be physical corner. Sometimes, now the side of people's brain will get cobweb. That thing will reach there, clean them up. Their eyes will just open. Say, So I've been living in just be like the Garden of Adam and Eve. They say, so I've been living in nakedness and I didn't know all this while. I've been living in ignorance. So these conversations are important. That's one of the things where I tell people, say, this election we will fight for, not be about roads and building schools and finding jobs alone. It has to also do with a philosophical movement that has to start having Nigeria have discussions with the progressive, you know, with the ahead of us. Because what can keep us down where we are is our inability to catch up with the rest of the world in other areas. Not only in, in physical infrastructure, security, power, but it's also about elevation of conversation. That people can have conversations that are difficult and make research to catch up with it and say, okay, yeah, here is where we are moving. South Africa, for example, is ahead of us because they can do that. They have their society has been elevated to a point where people can have conversations that are difficult and agree, you know, and say, okay, this is what is right for us. I go to South Africa as part of this campaign. If you South Africa roads, some of them even better pass US roads self. Even when Nigerians they live for Joburg, where they talk about traffic light did there, where they say this one are the poorest part of Joburg. Traffic light there everywhere, you know, water they run from their tap. For this Ikoyi, you know, if you find water for VI, where we say rich people they live. Now borehole everybody they drink. That one alive. Or you go see somebody where will go buy Lamborghini, forget say road, where suppose driver. Even to come even drive and come out from a garage.
They just put on for garage.
They will need all the guard.
Some senators they do and they do show off now.
They just look people they put okay, make a put plan for there for the. In the first place, you bring the car, you forget it. First thing you do is to construct roads before you buy nice cars. But they know they think. And the ones where they think about, among them, they think backward. They are very wicked people in this country. Wicked leaders.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nigeria, when I don't hear everything. Before we go round up everything, I won't tell you this thing where my people for streets and especially the people from Ajegule.
I won't go Ajegule. I won't make we go Ajegule. Go talk.
We don't go finish. Ajegule on another year. Coming soon.
AJ City.
Coming soon. The people for Ajegule. The people for really. My people for Okoko Michael.
Michael, yes.
People from Sowore. People from Festac. People from Satellite Town. They say make I tell you. People from all walks of parts of Nigeria.
Yeah, where they stay for Lagos.
Yeah, where they stay for Lagos.
Every family
we believe
get representation.
We believe in this your dream, so especially the youth. They say make I tell you, say even if anything happen along the way, say them take their mago, take so off themselves, put back for the race. Say I beg, make you not stop. And that one they say make I tell you.
Yes.
Say make you not stop. Say because why? Them just they know you. And them believe in you. Rome was never built in a day. So they say make I tell you this as I they come. So they say make I tell you this thing.
Yeah.
Say they really, really believe in you. So but still, they will still fight. And make sure say this is your dream actualize and materialize.
Thank you so much, Africa China. All of you where they watch us, make I just tell us also say we no go give up. Me, I don't do this thing for 29 years now. When I enter University of Lagos, now I don't fight for society will go better. Some people just they find out about me now because they know they teach history for school anymore.
No.
You to say they teach small
I
history.
go see they break.
Yes, now. Then you know the reason why they know they teach history. How you go fit teach history when your ancestors still there around? Now our ancestors be president now. Which history we want teach? Where the man I learned about Aldo Ogbe, Minister of Agriculture in 1979 for primary school. 1979. He's still there around. So when your ancestors still there with you, you not feel learn anything. The ancestors now people will get history now people they make progress as to how the new leaders will come. And they tell people say for World Cup, I give two analogy for World Cup. Say if experience matter, now they buy me for the representatives for World Cup. And look at the countries where bring young people to World Cup. They also have young leaders and they win the World Cup. France, Croatia. President of France, 40-something. That beautiful woman for Croatia, I think that 40-something. So, and then win World Cup. It shows still.
And they welcome her for this country.
Yes.
And you know what intrigued me about the guy? He not come Nigeria, come visit the politicians. But in Fela,
yes.
He say when they grow up, then tell us say Fela na bad person.
Yes.
But when he come grow, finish, come no get sense.
I got discovered as a prophet.
Say Fela na activist, na prophet. Say the thing when he talk, now in Nigeria they go through. And now when he don't become president, say he won't come give hope.
Yes.
to we with the streets.
Yes.
Where they actually fight these people. Say this thing one that they do. We will be the children of Fela Kokuti. Now you can't give us say them solidly they behind us. Then they watch us. They see what's in the happen. Now make can come. So not be all those honorable visit and all. No, that was not why he came for.
No.
We know.
Yes.
Even if they not give us invitation, may we come. We not want.
Yes.
There we would be here. With or without them, we will keep on surviving, and we will survive.
That's the truth.
Till this country will get better. Nigerians, on I don't hear and finish. From the mouth of our own
Omoyele Sowore. Yes.
The aspiring president of this country,
Federal Republic of Nigeria.
2019. I am with here with, and time to time, I won't tell on something. Nigerians, make una put this in the back of our mind. Waiting will make us know associate with the person will give us chance to meet with them one-on-one. Person will fit come meet the streets. I'll be the one where we say go carry bodyguard. They bodyguard himself. Because a lot of them don't ask this question. Say, should not be say tomorrow now in win now, he go come forget on now in the year now. In the talk am now.
Say, no man now. Say I be straight person.
Not go forget anybody.
Forget about this jacket where I wear.
Now street, now native they wear. And I don't say I'm a native. You know they wear gold though. You get one of your bead.
Yeah, I get beads. They still are from me, but I will get them back.
So we're here, and God will continue to protect this country, and God will continue to protect him, and God will continue to protect all of us, and God will continue to bless this country, because this country is a blessed and lovely country. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. I remain your number one.